Introduction. In a fractured world, a single touch can defy biology and birth a new era. When an act of diplomacy turns into a miracle, science and love collide. Gravely divided species find common ground as a human and an alien ambassador form an extraordinary bond. Will ethical dilemmas destroy them, or will their unity redefine existence? If you want to dive into real stories of parallel realities every day, in enigmatic, technological worlds that are completely different from our planet, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Well, let's go. In the twilight of a broken world, humanity teetered on the edge of an uneasy ceasefire. The Earth, scarred by decades of relentless warfare, bore the weight of its past conflicts in the form of crumbling cities and fractured nations. It was here, amidst the ruins and whispers of peace, that Jack Harris emerged as a glimmer of hope, a beacon guiding the remnants of humanity toward a united future. Jack Harris, a man in his early 40s with sharp, piercing blue eyes that seemed to bore into the soul, stood at the forefront of this monumental effort. His salt and pepper hair, meticulously cropped, spoke of both experience and the toll the years had taken on him. As the chief negotiator for the United Earth Coalition, Jack's reputation for resolving even the most insurmountable conflicts preceded him. He was a man of principle, driven by an unwavering belief in the power of diplomacy and the potential for humanity to choose the path of peace over destruction. The Grand Hall in New Geneva, where representatives from every corner of the fragmented Earth had gathered, hummed with a tension that was almost palpable. Jack could feel the weight of 1,000 eyes upon him, each pair filled with hopes, doubts, and fears. The stakes had never been higher. The room was an architectural marvel, a testament to human ingenuity even in times of strife. Walls adorned with holographic displays projected images of Earth's natural beauty, luscious green forests, azure oceans, and soaring mountain peaks. Visions of a world that once was and could be again. As Jack stepped up to the podium, clearing his throat, the murmurs hushed to a tense silence. He began to speak, outlining the terms of what would become the most significant peace treaty in human history. His voice, steady yet filled with a deep emotional resonance, echoed through the Grand Hall. Words of reconciliation, unity, and hope intertwined with the memories of sorrow and loss that each person in the room carried. The atmosphere was electric. Every word hung in the air, charged with the intensity of the moment. Among those present were key figures who would shape the course of history. General Maria Chen from the Pacific Coalition, known for her stern demeanor and unyielding resolve, watched Jack with an expression of guarded optimism. Her jet-black hair was pulled back into a tight bun, accentuating her sharp features and piercing gaze. Nearby stood Ambassador Raj Patel, a diplomat of renown from the South Asian Federation. His calm, reassuring presence and deep, melodic voice often acted as a soothing balm in tense negotiations. Each representative in the hall symbolized a fragment of Earth's fractured soul, brought together in a desperate bid for unity. As Jack delivered the final words of his speech, a sense of collective exhale rippled through the room. It was a momentous occasion, marked by the signing of the treaty, a gesture that turned the embers of hope into a glowing beacon of potential. The sound of pens etching signatures onto parchment was accompanied by the sense of a new beginning, fragile yet filled with promise. Yet, in the midst of this historic achievement, Jack's triumph was fleeting. No sooner had he basked in the glow of a united Earth than he was summoned to a far more enigmatic mission, one that would propel him beyond the confines of his home planet and into the uncharted reaches of space. The message had been cryptic but urgent, delivered via a secure comm link. An invitation, perhaps even a command, to attend a meeting on Vidian Prime, a neutral station orbiting a distant star. Vidian Prime was no ordinary space station. It was crowning achievement in the sphere of interstellar engineering, a marvel of technology and design that held diplomatic importance for more than just humanity. The station served as a neutral ground for interspecies dialogue, far removed from the political quagmires of any single planet. It was situated in the Braxian Galactic Cluster, a region known for its unique position at the crossroads of numerous civilizations. The journey to Vidian Prime was long, traversing vast cosmic distances that brought Jack past dying stars, swirling nebulae, and the cold silence of the interstellar void. The spacecraft provided by the United Earth Coalition was a state-of-the-art vessel, equipped with the latest advancements in propulsion and quantum communication. It was sleek and efficient, with an interior designed for comfort on long voyages. The command center, with its holographic interfaces and AI-assisted navigation systems, stood as a testament to human ingenuity. As Jack approached the docking bay of Vidian Prime, he couldn't help but marvel at the station's architecture. It was a sprawling metropolis that floated serenely against the backdrop of deep space. Its structure combined elements of different alien design philosophies, a testament to the collaboration of countless species. The outer shell shimmered with a sophisticated energy field, a protective barrier that encapsulated the station in a cocoon of pulsating light. Descending into the luminescent corridors of Vidian Prime, Jack felt an exhilarating sense of purpose. The ambient hum of alien technologies, interspersed with the soft glow of bioluminescent panels, created an otherworldly atmosphere. The air was tinged with a pleasant scent, a blend of ozone and exotic florals from the station's vast botanical gardens. As he made his way through the winding passages, his heartbeat synchronized with the rhythmic thrum of the station's power core. Jack's thoughts spiraled, shifting from the gravity of his recent peacekeeping achievement to the astronomical responsibility awaiting him. Little did he know, he was on the cusp of a monumental encounter, one that would not only challenge his understanding of biology and diplomacy but also his very perception of reality. The alien ambassador, Lily, awaited him on Vidian Prime. Lily, a being from the distant star system of Arcturus, was the first official representative of an extraterrestrial civilization to engage with Earth. She was a vision of ethereal beauty, her appearance both mesmerizing and enigmatic. Her skin shimmered with a delicate opalescence that reflected the soft hues of her surroundings, giving her an almost otherworldly glow. Her eyes, large and deep, held a wisdom that far exceeded human understanding. Lily's presence exuded an aura of calm strength, a juxtaposition of grace and unknown power. She moved with a fluidity that seemed almost unnatural, her every gesture purposeful and elegant. As she greeted Jack in the docking bay, her voice resonated with a melodic timbre, a harmonious blend of tones that seemed to transcend language barriers. She was clad in garments that appeared to be woven from the very fabric of the cosmos, shifting and changing color with her every motion. The first handshake between Jack and Lily was intended to be a ceremonial gesture, a simple act of diplomacy that would mark the beginning of formal relations between Earth and Arcturus. Jack found himself inexplicably drawn to Lily. Her skin, shimmering in iridescent hues under the station's fluorescent lighting, seemed to pulse with life and energy far beyond his understanding. Her eyes, deep pools of galaxies yet discovered, held secrets and wisdom untold. As they clasped hands, a wave of warmth and light cascaded over them both, visible only for a fleeting moment. The strange occurrence was enough to halt the clamor of diplomats and scientists alike. News of the event reverberated throughout the station and beyond. To observers, the moment seemed an enigmatic act of cosmic significance, and it wasn't long before rumors began to form. Whispers of ancient prophecies and celestial unions filled the corridors of Vidian Prime. What had been intended as a mere diplomatic gesture had transformed into what many considered a portentous episode bound by fate. The shock intensified when it quickly became apparent that Lily was suddenly, miraculously pregnant. The collective gasp from human and alien scientists reverberated like a tangible force. Advanced imaging and diagnostics, conducted within the sleek confines of the Vidian lab, confirmed what seemed impossible. For Jack, rigid in his disbelief, the revelation felt like a thunderclap. Was this a gift, a curse, or something beyond their understanding? Scientific minds raced to uncover the mysterious mechanics behind the pregnancy. Teams of bioengineers, geneticists, and xenobiologists from both species worked night and day under the clinical blue glow of the station's labs. Their findings, however, were inconclusive. Human and alien DNA appeared to have fused at a level previously considered inconceivable. The biological anathema provoked awe and trepidation in equal measure, driving an insatiable need for answers and feeding deep-seated fears. The connection between Jack and Lily, unauthorized and taboo, sparked a backlash among conservative factions on both sides. Human purists and alien isolationists viewed their union as an abomination, a desecration of natural principles. Voices rang out in televised debates, and propaganda posters plastered the walls of cities back home on Earth and alien metropolises alike. Public displays of opposition erupted in protests and acts of violence, fanning flames of hatred and xenophobia. In the heart of the maelstrom, Jack and Lily stood as both symbols and scapegoats. The intense pressure of public scrutiny nearly unraveled them, yet their bond only seemed to deepen with each trial. The quiet moments they shared became their refuge. During these, Jack would often find solace in the gentle hum of Lily's voice, transmitting feelings of serenity and understanding directly to his mind through their evolving telepathic link. Their silent conversations bridged gaps words could not manage, knitting together their lives in threads of unity and love. Amidst the chaos, the illicit connection turned into a battle none were prepared for. The Vidian Prime, once a hub of diplomacy and futuristic endeavors, now hosted the first violent clash catalyzed by their union. Extremist factions, shadowy figures cloaked in fervent ideologies, staged violent attempts to terminate the couple and their unborn child. The normally serene corridors of the station were transformed into battlegrounds, punctuated by the crackle of alien energy weapons and the harsh bark of human firearms. During the blitzkrieg of an attack, when survival seemed improbable, Jack instinctively shielded Lily with his body. As blinding flashes of light and sound overwhelmed their senses, something extraordinary happened. In that charged moment of danger, Jack and Lily's minds merged more completely. Their thoughts and feelings intertwined seamlessly, paving the way for an unprecedented psychic synergy. This telepathic linkage heightened their senses and amplified their abilities, creating a feedback loop of strength and resilience. This union of human tenacity and alien telepathy proved to be a formidable force. Jack's tactical acumen combined with Lily's telepathic abilities allowed them to anticipate enemy moves, turning the tide of battle. The station's automated defenses, reconfigured to respond to their commands, created a synchronous ballet of counterattacks, subduing their assailants with precision. Within moments, the threat was neutralized, but the rancor it generated left scars on the integrity of the diplomatic mission. Despite their victory, Jack and Lily understood that this confrontation was merely the beginning. They were now at the epicenter of an existential crisis that could dictate the future of human-alien relations. The implications of their child, an entity straddling the line between both worlds, were profound and far-reaching. Would this new life symbolize the hope of unified coexistence, or would it deepen the chasm of distrust and fear? This dilemma brought forward ethical challenges hitherto unimaginable. Where did the boundaries of scientific intervention lie when confronted with such unprecedented phenomena? What moral frameworks could guide them through this labyrinth of unpredictability? The child represented a new dawn, But this dawn came beset with shadows of uncertainty and the weight of generational preconceptions. Jack could not dismiss the gravity of their situation. The joy of impending fatherhood mingled with the chilling undercurrent of potential catastrophe. As the days wore on, analysts dissected each development with clinical dispassion, while ideologues debated the moral implications with fervor. Every aspect of Jack and Lily's existence felt like a subject of scrutiny, an open book for the universe to critique. In the silent, empty hours of the night, the couple found fleeting moments of peace. Their clandestine excursions to the observation deck of the Vidian Prime provided them with both literal and metaphorical perspective. Through the expansive windows, star systems glimmered like distant beacons of possibility and wonder. Beneath the vast canvas of space, the immensity of their ordeal gained relative bearings. Wrapped in each other's embrace, Jack and Lily pondered the complexities of their future. The unborn child thrummed with a life force palpable even before birth. To Jack, this child symbolized not just their love, but a beacon of potential that could illuminate the darkest corridors of fear and ignorance. Yet, he harbored deep-seated fears. What if the child inherited the same hostility from both worlds? What if their existence exacerbated divisions instead of healing them? These reflections were compounded by external pressures. Human and alien authorities imposed stringent measures aimed at control and containment. The medical unit directed increased surveillance, the shimmering holographic interfaces displaying vital signs and genetic data almost like an art form. The attention and scrutiny around Lily's pregnancy reached a fever pitch, as both societies struggled to grasp the magnitude of what was unfolding before them. Despite their intellectual prowess, neither species could pinpoint how this fusion was possible. Alien astrologers tilted their obelisks skyward, consulting celestial movements for clues. The alien embassy became a battleground, both metaphorically and literally. The polished, tranquil corridors of Vidian Prime that had once shimmered with an aura of possibilities now echoed with the harsh sounds of conflict. The brilliant luminescence of the walls, designed to usher in an era of cooperation and mutual understanding, now flickered under the assault of extremist factions. These groups, fueled by a deep-seated xenophobia and fear of the unknown, unleashed violent attacks aimed at the eradication of the couple and their unborn child, a grim testament to the lengths some would go to preserve an untenable status quo. The air was thick with tension as blasts from energy weapons crisscrossed the expanse, impacting with a deafening chorus against the state-of-the-art defenses Vidian Prime had hastily erected. Jack Harris, the Earth's chief negotiator, once revered for his diplomatic prowess, now found himself in the throes of an unthinkable battle, his role shifting from negotiator to protector. Lily, the ethereal alien ambassador, embodied an enigma, a fusion of serene wisdom and profound strength. She stood by Jack's side, courage etched across her alien features. In the heat of an intense confrontation, a seismic shift occurred between Jack and Lily. Amid the blinding flashes of energy weapons and the cries of battle, an uncharted terrain was discovered, a telepathic linkage, an evolutionary leap instigated by their unprecedented union. The couple, tethered now by more than just fate and circumstance, experienced an unprecedented psychic connection. This mind meld transcended their individual limitations, creating a psychic symbiosis that turned the tide of the battle in their favor. Their newfound telepathic abilities were a synthesis of human ingenuity and alien telepathy, an amalgamation that brought forth a formidable unity. Jack could tap into Lily's vast reservoir of knowledge, her mental archives holding centuries of Vidian history, strategies, and technologies. Conversely, Lily was able to harness Jack's indomitable spirit, his ingenious tactical maneuvers inspired by Earth's long history of conflict and resolution. This psychic symbiosis empowered them to coordinate their defenses with an unparalleled efficiency, countering the concerted efforts of the extremist factions with a precision that bordered on the supernatural. The embassy's glittering control room, which had once been a beacon of diplomatic progress, was now a command center for survival. Holographic displays flickered with real-time updates of the onslaught outside, while shouts of command and the frantic coordination of defensive measures reverberated through the air. Security protocols, previously theoretical contingencies, were now deployed in full force, their cold, metallic efficiency clashing with the desperation of the moment. Despite their victory in repelling the immediate threat, Jack and Lily's struggle was far from over. The extremist factions, though beaten back, were not defeated. Their hate-filled rhetoric continued to poison the discourse on both Earth and Vidian, planting seeds of trepidation and doubt. Conservative factions from both species leveraged the chaos to question the legitimacy of the alliance, fanning the flames of suspicion and division. The polarized world watched with bated breath as the fate of the unborn child hung in the balance. This child, a being yet to see the light of day, had unwittingly become the symbol of an uncertain future. Would this infant represent the unification of two species, or further deepen the rifts that already threatened to tear them apart? The question loomed large, casting a long, ominous shadow over the diplomatic enterprise. In a secluded quadrant of the station, the medical bay bustled with unprecedented activity. Scientists and clinicians from both species converged in a concerted effort to prepare for the unprecedented birth. Their collaborative endeavor was a microcosm of the larger alliance, a fragile yet hopeful testament to the potential for interspecies cooperation. Advanced Vidian medical technology, grounded in centuries of biological studies, blended with cutting-edge human methodologies, creating a hybrid medical practice that was as uncharted as the situation itself. The medical personnel were a diverse group. Leading the human contingent was Dr. Elena Grayson, a seasoned xenobiologist, her sharp intellect and unflinching determination famous within scientific circles. Tall and wiry, with silver-streaked hair that framed a face marked by decades of intellectual rigor, she embodied the pinnacle of human scientific achievement. Counterbalancing her was Valora, a Vidian healer, whose luminous mandibles and multifaceted eyes radiated wisdom. Valora's insectoid form moved with an eerie grace, her chitinous exoskeleton gleaming under the sterile lights of the medical bay. Her expertise in Vidian medicine, coupled with an intuitive understanding of the symbiotic relationship between Jack and Lily, made her an indispensable part of the team. The medical professionals faced dilemmas that extended beyond the physical health of mother and child. Ethical considerations emerged, as both species grappled with the potential ramifications of this unprecedented union. Would the child inherit the best of both worlds, or would it embody the worst of their fears? The uncertainty gnawed at them, a reminder that science, while a beacon of hope, could also be a harbinger of unintended consequences. As the days wore on, the tension mounted, exacerbated by the relentless scrutiny of the media and the public. News channels from Earth and Vidian inundated the airwaves with conjectures, each report a testament to the polarized sentiments that permeated both societies. On Earth, pundits debated the potential impacts on global politics and human identity. On Vidian, scholars pondered the philosophical implications of a hybrid progeny on their ancestral wisdom and cultural heritage. In the quiet moments, away from the prying eyes of the world, Jack and Lily found solace in their telepathic bond. Their shared thoughts and emotions forged an intimacy that transcended physical proximity. They communicated without words, their minds weaving a tapestry of shared memories, fears, and hopes. This connection became their sanctuary, a haven where they could navigate the storm of uncertainty together. One evening, as the stars outside Vidian Prime shimmered in a celestial ballet, Jack found himself standing by a viewport, his thoughts drifting in the vast expanse of space. The weight of their situation pressed heavily upon him, and for a moment, he questioned the wisdom of their union. Yet, as Lily joined him, her presence a soothing balm to his troubled mind, he drew strength from their connection. Together, they gazed at the stars, their silent vigil a metaphor for their unwavering resolve. The days turned into weeks, each marked by a relentless pursuit of understanding and preparation. The medical team's efforts reached a fever pitch as Lily's pregnancy progressed at an accelerated pace. Dr. Grayson and Valora's collaboration yielded insights that transcended the boundaries of their respective sciences. They discovered that the rapidly developing fetus emitted a unique energy signature, a resonance that hinted at the child's extraordinary potential. In the final days leading to the birth, the atmosphere in the medical bay shimmered with anticipation. The reality on Vidian Prime seemed to shimmer with an intensity never before witnessed by its inhabitants. The station, a marvel of interstellar cooperation, now felt both cramped and cavernous as the anticipation of unprecedented events weighed heavily on every corridor. As Lily's pregnancy accelerated, it became painfully clear that this wasn't just any birth but rather an event that could redefine the existential paradigms of both humans and Vidians. Alarms screamed throughout the medical bay, their shrill cries echoing through the sterile, metallic halls. This section of Vidian Prime, designed to handle medical emergencies of every conceivable type, was now a cauldron of anxious energy. The neon hues of alien bioluminescence mixed with the sterile whites of human medical instruments painted a surreal picture of cross-species collaboration. This glowing pot of scientific prowess and medical expertise teetered on the edge of the unknown. Lily lay on an elevated, disc-shaped platform surrounded by an intricate array of Vidian and human scientists. Her previously serene countenance was now marked by physical strain and emotional turbulence, betraying her otherwise ethereal grace. Jack, standing beside her, was a fortress of calm and determination, his hand never leaving hers. Each specialist moved with precision and purpose, yet the trepidation was palpable. Every beeping monitor and whispered directive underscored the precariousness of the situation. As the contractions intensified, a swirl of iridescent energy began to envelop Lily. It was unlike anything the medical staff had ever encountered, a radiant, almost sentient light that seemed to interact with its surroundings. Biological readings from both Lily and the child fluctuated wildly, causing frantic readjustments to their approaches. Some readings indicated human-like physiology, while others pointed to something entirely alien. The child within her was defying all known categories, a living enigma. Disparate voices of concern and awe filled the room. A senior Vidian physician, Dr. Silthar, whose cybernetic enhancements enabled multi-spectrum vision, noticed fluctuating infra- and ultraviolet signatures surrounding Lily's form. Dr. Lee, a human expert in xenobiology, quickly cross-referenced these readings with internal databases, but found nothing that could offer any concrete explanation. The situation grew increasingly critical. Across the room, Chief Medical Officer Calric, a Vidian known for his stoic demeanor, addressed his team. He issued orders in the native Vidian tongue, a melodious but clipped language that flowed like water yet struck like steel. Their response was instantaneous, a blend of efficiency and reverence. Even among the Vidians, Calric was a figure of great respect, and his composed voice did little to assuage the growing sense of urgency. Minutes felt like hours as they navigated the uncharted waters of Lily's labor. Technology from two worlds fused in a desperate bid to manage the staggering array of anomalies. Jack's mental link with Lily grew stronger, his anxieties dissolving into a focused resolve through the continuous telepathic connection. They shared memories, thoughts, fears, and hopes in rapid succession, creating a fortified front against the unknown. Their psychic synergy brought a semblance of clarity amidst the chaos. But then, a dramatic shift occurred. The ambient energy grew so intense that the boundaries between the physical and metaphysical appeared to blur. The room brightened suddenly, bathed in a radiant light that seemed to seep from another dimension. Medical instruments malfunctioned, readings fluctuated uncontrollably, and an encompassing stillness engulfed them all. It was as if time itself had paused to witness this moment. In this surreal tableau, several Vidians shimmered with bioelectric luminescence, their natural bioluminescent traits resonating with the mysterious energy. Dr. Silthar observed these interactions with a mixture of fascination and trepidation, his cybernetic eyes capturing every scintillating detail. Similarly, human scientists, equipped with advanced ocular implants and augmented reality interfaces, recorded and analyzed the unfolding phenomenon, yet to their dismay, their devices provided little understanding. And then, the birth commenced. A crescendo of emotions and energies peaked, reaching a harmonious climax. Lily let out a final, primal cry, resonating with a frequency that seemed to dissolve any remaining tension in the room. At that moment, the iridescent energy collapsed inward, forming a sphere of pure light. Within this radiant cocoon, the child emerged. Its form was delicate yet robust, glowing with an otherworldly luminescence. The initial cries were a series of harmonic notes that resonated deep in the core of every being present. This was no ordinary child. It was an amalgamation of two species, embodying the virtues and potentials of each, yet transcending both. The room, now dimming to its normal state, was filled with a deep, reverent silence. The child rested in Lily's arms, a symbol of the union between human and Vidian civilization. Jack and Lily's faces mirrored the mix of exhaustion, relief, and overwhelming joy. The essence of their bond, both physical and spiritual, had culminated into this miraculous being. The specialists cautiously approached, employing a combination of scanners and sensors to ensure the child's health. Even their advanced technology could barely keep up with the rapid readings. Bioelectrical activity, neural pathways, cellular structures, every fundamental aspect exhibited properties of both species. The child's eyes opened, revealing irises that shimmered with an iridescent luster, capturing the light and refracting it like a prism. While the significance of this birth dawned on the medical personnel, ethical dilemmas simmered beneath the surface. The parameters of their respective Hippocratic oaths were tested. Human doctors questioned the ramifications of interspecies genetic integration, while Vidian practitioners debated the philosophical implications of this amalgamation. The birth presented profound questions. What did it mean to be human? What did it mean to be Vidian? More importantly, what did it mean to transcend these definitions? As the evening drew on, the intensity of the moment faded into introspective calm. Conversations about the child branched into broader dialogues, peace treaties, integration policies, and the role of shared knowledge. These discussions hinted at the domino effect the birth would have, altering politics, ethics, and social structures on an interstellar scale. From behind a transparent observation window, Chief Diplomat Hara, human, and Vidian High Counselor Thalkiri stood side by side. Both were weathered by years of political strife, yet their eyes gleamed with a cautious optimism. They had witnessed many diplomatic victories and failures, but never had they observed an event with such profound potential for unity. The implications of this moment began to ripple outward through Vidian Prime and beyond, to every corner of the galaxy tuned into the extraterrestrial feeds. Reactions varied, ranging from pure wonder to skeptical cynicism to outright resistance. Some saw the child as an anomaly, a being that should never have existed. Others, as the beacon of hope that humanity and Vidians desperately needed. Back in their reality, Jack, Lily, and their miracle child were heralded as icons of hope. The diplomatic stage had shifted. Nations and races once separated by vast chasms now found an intersection in the couple's incredible story. Jack, who had once been a solitary warrior for peace, now thrived in the love of a newfound family. Lily, a symbol of celestial diplomacy, basked in newfound recognition and affection. Their child, a beacon for future generations, symbolized a destiny where diversity and unity coexisted in harmony. This unprecedented fusion of species kindled a belief that love, and the unyielding fight against division, could truly conquer all. Herein lay the lesson that echoed across galaxies. Love and understanding are the true harbingers of peace and unity in the cosmos. Resonating legacy. Throughout the vast interstellar territories, Jack, Lily, and their miraculous progeny grew not only in their roles but in the legends that surrounded them. Jack's journey from a war-weary diplomat to a beacon of hope was mirrored in the awe-inspiring transformation of humanity's perspective. No longer just an ambassador, he was now a symbol of a new era, one where the boundaries of species and planets were bridged by the strength of empathy and love. Lily, whose ethereal grace once caused both fascination and trepidation, embraced her roles as a mother and ambassador with unparalleled dignity. She became a living testament to the Vedian principles of peace and coexistence. Her insights into human nature and her inherent Vedian wisdom fused together, creating policies and treaties that resonated with civilizations far beyond their known realms. Their child, unbound by the limitations of his predecessors, grew at an astonishing pace, both in intelligence and in spirit. He embodied the harmonious potential of genetic and cultural fusion. His presence alone quelled disputes, and his laughter ignited hope. What once was viewed as an anomaly turned into an aspiration for many, the ideal blend of worlds long polarized. Forging new alliances. As the stories of Jack, Lily, and their child spread like cosmic whispers, the ripple effects were tangible. Many factions that once stood on the edges of conflict began to reconsider their positions. The newfound unity between humans and Vedians inspired other species to come forward, seeking partnerships rather than domination, dialogue rather than war. Interstellar councils, once cumbersome with bureaucracy and mired in disputes, felt the winds of change. Jack's peace treaties served as foundational scrolls, guiding new realms of cooperation and mutual respect. Scientific coalitions sprouted, focusing on shared knowledge rather than individual gain. Human and Vedian scientists together studied the implications of their unprecedented fusion, unlocking new potentialities in technology and medicine, previously thought unattainable. Telepathic symbiosis, once the stuff of legends, became a realm of scientific inquiry and spiritual exploration. The synergy experienced by Jack and Lily, to communicate beyond words, to feel beyond touch, was subject to studies, fueling an era of interstellar spirituality and cognitive evolution. Sacred realms and mystical highways. Despite the advancements and burgeoning alliances, not everything was a straightforward road to utopia. As with any profound change, challenges emerged. Traditionalists on both sides murmured in discontent, their voices echoing the uncertainties of rapid transformation. There were galactic sectors steadfast to old ways, scoffing at the Union's implications. Visions of the mystical realm, where the birth of Jack and Lily's child had transported them, haunted the dreams of many. Was it a parallel dimension or a fleeting glance at their shared destiny? Scholars and mystics failed to conclusively decipher this sacrosanct phenomenon, but it spurred movements of transcendental exploration. This collective yearning to understand the divine connection drove civilizations to explore the metaphysical dimensions of their existence, intertwining spirituality and science in unforeseen ways. Triumphs and temptations. As years passed, Jack, Lily, and their child became central figures in what many historians called the Galactic Renaissance. Their lives, interwoven with tales of struggle and triumph, became beacons for storytellers, poets, and philosophers. Jack found himself often reminiscing about his own transformation, from negotiating treaties on a war-torn Earth to navigating the delicate balance of interstellar politics. Gratitude surged within him, not just for the peace brokered but for the love discovered amidst the chaos. Lily continued her diplomatic pursuits with grace, navigating through political turmoils with unparalleled wisdom. Her telepathic link with Jack remained an ever-strengthening bond, synergizing their efforts and further solidifying their stance against emerging threats. She remained a constant source of strength, her Vidian lineage scattering seeds of peace across galaxies. Their son, named Aaron, a word symbolizing bridge in ancient Vidian dialect, embodied his destiny. As a youth, he traveled extensively across different planets, interacting with beings of myriad forms. His insatiable curiosity often led him to ancient ruins and uncharted sectors, each adventure providing him with deeper insights into the interconnectedness of life across the cosmos. ******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************* closer to its poignant end, a subtle yet profound realization began to take shape. The universe, in all its chaotic splendor, mirrored the journey of Jack, Lily, and Aaron. A journey filled with battles, alliances, love, and endless mysteries. On a serene evening, under a sky shimmering with constellations, the family gathered on a terrace of their abode on Vidian Prime. Jack, contemplating the star-streaked vistas, felt an overwhelming sense of interconnectedness. Lily, sensing his thoughts, intertwined her fingers with his. Aaron, now in his adolescence and growing wiser with each passing day, joined them, his eyes reflecting the mysteries and hopes of countless civilizations. At that moment, it became clear that the true essence of their saga wasn't just the triumphs over evil or the alliances unspoken. It was the silent, pervasive love that bound them, a love that defied boundaries, rewritten the cosmos rulebook, and brought forth a new era. An era where love and understanding weren't mere ideals but the very fabric of existence. Thus, their story, eternally etched into the chronicles of the universe, echoed a timeless message across stars and galaxies. A message of unity, hope, and the power of endless love. Stay tuned, for this epic is merely the prologue to the boundless adventures that lie beyond the heavens. If you liked this story based on real events, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like it. Here you can dive into a different reality every day, where anything can happen. Comment below what kind of story you would like to hear here. Thank you very much for your attention. We are the Sci-Fi family.